Happy Friday. So I'm wrapping up the series of The Future of Work is the Future of Leadership. What I've been saying for the past 2 weeks is the way we're going to work now in hybrid teams is going to define how leadership should be. If leaders are going to be effective, they need to know how to lead hybrid teams. The key is at the moment, the crux of the matter is they don't. They're not equipped and they don't know how to do it. And I think if we don't address it, we're going to see devastating results. We're going to see burnout and fatigue and stress and anxiety because teams do not have the leaders to support them effectively. So I wanted to wrap up with something that's close to my heart, as most of you will know if you follow me, and that's employee well-being. So I've said this is uncharted territory, leading hybrid teams, so I've been charting it, and this is the last one, employee well-being. And so many organisation executives are looking to try and demonstrate for brand and reputation and all that, and for talent attraction, that they are caring for their employees. But unfortunately, they're not. They're reaching out and engaging in point solutions which do not address the needs of everyone in their workforce. Now, I have no problem with sessions on yoga and meditation and mindfulness. I have no problem with an app that allows me to say how grateful I am to other employees. I have no issue with a wristband that allows me to say whether I'm happy or sad. But as point solutions on their own, they will not address the situation. Firstly, you have leaders who do not know what to do with the information coming out of these things, these apps and these monitoring systems. And I have no problem with medical first aiders in the workplace. Great initiative, but on their own, they're going to struggle to make a difference. If we don't remove the stigma of mental health in the workplace, we don't provide psychological safety, people will not reach out to those mental health first aiders. And even though the mental health first aiders are being trained to identify signs of mental health issues, they'll reach out and people will not want to talk to them because of the fear of a stigma and negative repercussions. So we need a holistic approach that can encompass all of those things, but is going to meet the needs of every member of the organisation, every member of the workforce, leaders and individuals jointly. And we need to equip leaders with the capability and ability to identify low resilience and low mental health or mental health issues in their team. This is the care of your team is not something you delegate to someone else in the organisation. It's not something you can delegate to a piece of technology that I wear on my wrist. This is your responsibility as a leader. You are accountable for the well-being of your team. So work on finding a holistic approach that addresses the needs of everybody. Do not invest in point solutions, a waste of time, a waste of money. And the thing is, everyone in your organisation knows it. So what do leaders need to do? Create an environment of psychological safety. Remove the stigma of mental health in the workplace. And I could spend, a day talking about how you're going to do that. Recognise that you cannot delegate accountability for the care of your people to someone else or to a piece of technology. You are accountable and the buck stops with you. And obtain that development and that training and learning that will enable you to address mental health issues that you identify in your employees. You're not going to be a GP, you're not going to be a medical professional, you don't have to be. Your responsibility is to identify it and reach out with support. Then you might go to the mental health first aiders. Then you might go to the EAP. Then you might go to counselling. All of the things that make up the holistic approach that's going to enable you to reach out for the right help for the person when you're having the conversation. If the only thing that is available to them is meditation on a Monday, then you're in big trouble. Now, I haven't even touched other things that I was going to talk about in this series, and I'm turning my paper. That, I haven't talked about constructive conflict. I haven't talked about effective communication to the depth I'd like to. I haven't talked about the use of technology and how to run successful or effective virtual meetings. So there's lots more that can be covered. But I hope that what I've covered over the last 2 weeks, which I think are the priority things to talk about, will enable you as a leader to make a difference in your organisation and make a difference to someone's life when they're struggling in the workplace. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.